Most CapCut users spend their time learning effects. But here's the problem. Effects alone don't make an edit look professional. The real difference usually comes from the small editing tricks that make your animation smoother, your workflow faster, and your edits look much more polished. In this video, I'll show you 3 CapCut tricks that can instantly upgrade your edits. You'll learn how to morph one object into another with a clean transition, how to create dynamic 3D movements that makes your footage feel much more cinematic, and one trick that can save you a huge amount of time when you animate graphics. And make sure you stay until the end, because I will reveal a bonus trick that can guide your viewers' attention exactly where you want it on the screen. I'm Agnes, and I'm here to help you master CapCut the easy way. Let's jump in. Believe it or not, YouTube wasn't originally meant to be a video platform. The founders actually created it as a dating website where people could upload video introductions. But since nobody wanted to upload dating videos, it actually became the biggest video platform in the world. So for this example, we are going to play with that idea and create a morph animation, turning an old webcam graphic into the YouTube logo we all recognize today. Start by selecting the webcam graphic. Scale it down to about 50% and move it to the left side of the screen while keeping it centered. Move the playhead forward 2 frames and keyframe for its position. Then move about 7 frames forward and drag the webcam to the right side. Now go back to the beginning of the clip and bring the YouTube logo onto the timeline. Place it above the other clip and make it a bit smaller. Move the playhead to the first keyframe and add the position keyframe to the logo. Then move to the second keyframe and drag the logo to the right side as well. Now both clips follow the same movement, just like this. We can smooth the animation further by right-clicking the second keyframe, choosing Show All Presets and selecting Cubic Keys. Add the same preset to the webcam clip as well, so the movement of both clips matches perfectly. Now move the playhead towards the center of the clips. We want only the webcam to appear at the beginning, so we need to remove the starting part of the logo clip. But if we simply delete it, we would lose the settings we already applied, so we use another method. Right-click the logo clip and create a compound clip. Now the animation is protected and we can trim the clips safely. Press Q so the left section disappears. Now repeat the same process with the webcam clip, but this time remove the right side of the clip. Right-click, create a compound clip, and W to remove the right side. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Now select both clips and create another compound clip. With the clip still highlighted, scroll down and enable motion blur. Set the blur to around 40 and the blend to around 75. When you play it back, you get a smooth morph transition between the webcam and the YouTube logo. This works great for before and after edits, product reveal, or transforming one idea into another. Now let's move on to the next one and get ready, because this is where your footage really starts to come alive. If your edits sometimes feel a bit flat, this 3D screen movement can instantly add depth and motion to your videos. Start by importing your clip and dropping it onto the timeline. We are using an effect on this one. Go to Effects, search for Player 3 and drag it to the top of your clip. Can you see the black rectangle and the glow that comes with the effect? Let's make it disappear by selecting the effect layer and setting both the texture and glow values to 0. At the start of the effect, you will see a fade-in animation, but as we don't want that to be there, let's move the playhead to the point where the fade-in finishes and leave it there. Now duplicate the clip using Command-C and Command-V. Shorten the duplicated clip towards the end, just to be as long as the beginning of the clip to the playhead, and drag it to the beginning of the timeline. Now extend the effect layer so it covers everything beneath. With the effect still highlighted, set the speed to 100. Now we can add the 3D movement, add the details keyframe, so everything below is applied at the same time. Move the playhead forward about 2 frames and rotate the clip. In this example, I rotate it to around 80. We'll fix those black edges in a minute, so just leave it like that for now. To create a zoom effect, move a few frames forward and change the size to about 30 and the horizontal position to around 60 to 65. Move forward again and rotate the clip in the opposite direction, adjusting it to around 25. Move to the end and reset the rotation by sizing it back to its original values so the movement finishes smoothly. Now go to the point where the animation ends, which is where the shortened duplicated clip sits at the beginning. Leave the playhead there. Select all layers, right-click and create a compound clip. Press B to split it and remove the small section just before the playhead. Now we should focus on the black edges. Select the clip and add the transform keyframe at the start. Move to the end of the first rotation and zoom in slightly until the edges disappear. Repeat this process for the other keyframes. At the end of the animation, zoom in again and adjust the position until everything looks clean. Finally, right-click the clip and create another compound clip so we can add some motion blur. Set it to around 30 to make the movement feel smoother. Now the movement looks much more cinematic and instantly adds depth and energy to your footage. Now, the next trick is something I use constantly, and it could actually save you a lot of time while editing. Quick pause, guys. Around 80% of you watching aren't subscribed, and we are trying to get that down to 60%. If you're finding this helpful, consider subscribing. It's completely free, and in return, you'll keep getting better tutorials like this every week. Let's get back to it. When you animate several graphics in a video, repeating the same animation steps again and again can take a lot of time. This trick removes the problem completely by copying attributes. For this example, I added a background to the timeline and I want to animate 2 graphics across the screen. Both graphics are saved in my favorites, so I drag them onto the timeline. Create a compound clip of both clips by right-clicking and choosing Create Compound Clip. To make the animation easier to see, we can hide one of the tracks by pressing V or simply move the second graphic to the end of the other clip, so only one graphic is visible. Now select the clip, scale it down to about 40% and place it in the bottom left corner. Add the horizontal guide so you remember the position. Add the transform keyframe so CapCut records all the parameters automatically. Move the playhead a few frames forward, then move the graphic to the center and scale it up to 100. Then move the playhead a few frames further, drag the graphic to the right side and scale it back down to 40. I have my guide, so I know exactly where to place it. Now right-click and select Show Variable Speed Animation. Choose the Y-axis, select the middle keyframe and apply an audio curve. Stretch both sides of the curve a little so the movement feels much smoother. Now, instead of recreating this animation for the second graphic, we can simply right-click the first clip and choose Copy Attributes. Then right-click the other clip and choose Paste Attributes. Leave everything checked so the position, scale and animation settings are all copied. When you play it back, both graphics follow the same movement. This is one of the fastest ways to reuse animations across your project. Personally, I'm a big fan of this feature. But before we finish, here is a bonus trick I promised that you will probably start using right away. Sometimes you want your viewers to focus on a specific detail on the screen. This magnifying effect makes it very easy. Start by adding your clip to the timeline and duplicate it using Command-C and Command-V. Press V to temporarily hide the bottom clip so you can see what you're about to do more clearly. Then press V again to show it when you're done with the following. Select the top clip and go to the mask section. Choose the rectangle mask and adjust it so it covers the area you want to highlight. Move the playhead to the point where the effect should begin. Select the top clip and enable scale and position keyframes. Move a few frames forward, increase the scale and adjust the position so the masked area zooms in. Still the top clip selected, add another keyframe where you want the clip to return to normal size. Move forward a few frames and you can simply copy the first keyframe with Command-C, then paste it at the end with Command-V so the video returns to its original position. Now we enhance the effect by adjusting the opacity of the bottom clip. Move the playhead to the first keyframe on the top clip, highlight the bottom clip and add an opacity keyframe at 100. Move the second keyframe on the top clip, highlight the bottom clip and reduce the opacity to around 35. Finally, restore the opacity to normal when the video returns to its original position. Position your playhead on the third keyframe on the top video, highlight the bottom clip and add an opacity keyframe at 35. Then the last one should return to its original 100 for a smooth motion. Check this out. Now the viewer's attention goes exactly where you want it. Pretty cool, right? We just played around with 4 CapCut tricks that can seriously level up your edits. We created a morph animation, added 3D screen movement to our footage, copied attributes to save a ton of time, and finished with a great magnifying effect. If you enjoyed this and want a few more fun tricks to try, then the next video is perfect for you. Dina shows some really cool CapCut ideas that can make your videos look much better, even if you're just getting started. I'll link it right below so you can jump straight into it. And if this video helped you, give it a like and subscribe. We post new CapCut tips every week to help you get better at editing. I encourage you to open CapCut and try one of these tricks yourself. Experiment with it, create something new, and when you're done, come back and tell me in the comments what you created and let me know what you'd like me to cover next. And I'll see you in the next one.